Yep.
Oh, I was worried that wasn't going to work.
So typically, you don't have to click broadcast until after everybody's on and we're ready to start.
I just didn't know how to do it.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying it's fine because it'll still give us everything. Just typically that way you just start recording once we're all ready and then you stop it when we're done.
Stop it now and start when you all get here.
No, you're good. That's all right.
Okay. I'm like,
no, don't.
Sitting there trying to find the link, and I'm like, maybe I have to start the broadcast first, and then I still couldn't find the link, and I was like,
yeah,
right.
I know it's weird. It's not the same as doing it through Google Hangouts, which makes it more complicated.
I better log into iLearn and get my printouts. I haven't printed it yet.
Oh yeah, this today's is not hard. One of them we don't need to do together. That's the derivative rules checkup. So that's just rewriting all the derivative rules we've learned.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
And then it's the solving integrals of hyperbolic functions is not hard. So
I've actually found the last few days rather refreshing.
Yes. My issue is the word problems. I don't.
Yes.
I get hung up every time. You think I'd remember, but I don't.
Sometimes I can't even figure out what they're asking.
Yeah, that's me too. Like, I'm like, what formula do I use? I have no idea.
Yep. That's me all over the place.
So our church for girls camp is requiring our kids to have physical forms this year. I'm like, really? Yeah. And I'm like, hello, costs a lot of money to do that, but you know, they don't care. So I have my kids haven't, because they didn't have insurance until this year, so they haven't been to the doctor in a really long time. So I had to fill a new paperwork out so I can go take them, and I'm hoping they don't double charge me. So we'll see.
Why would they double charge you?
Because they could say, oh, well, this is your physical, but we also have to charge you for your checkup. Like, you know, because they're shady. But there's not many choices around here, so. Even though they're doing the same things, they could just sign the piece of paper. It's dumb.
Yes. The doctors around here won't see you for the first time until they've seen you for the first time.
Wait.
Like, they won't discuss any issues.
That's dumb.
On your first appointment. You have to come for a
checkup.
New patient appointment.
Oh, that stinks.
So you better not be sick.
Yeah.
No sick is allowed.
I wonder if Sam, let me text Sam.
Jamie, did you send me the link through email?
I did.
Okay. I just never found it.
Yeah, so did Sam. Sam sent it to all of us, and you were on the thing. Let me make sure your email address is right that she sent it to. It said Selena, so I think so. Let's see. Yeah, if you look at the correspondence I think that we've had, that just you and I have had, I sent the link through that. If you click on that, I don't know if that'll help. And then you should have gotten did you not get an email from Sam?
No, I didn't.
I can try to send it again. Let me see.
Activity B is interesting.
Yeah, there's no actual activity.
Supposed to read that document and then watch the video and then go to MyMathLab? Oh,
it's just that course text or whatever, but there's no actual worksheet to do. So I'm sending it to your Gmail, Selena.
Oh, is that what you've been sending it on?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what Sam had. So
I thought you guys were sending it on the school.
Sorry. Yeah, I think your Gmail pops up first. So I sent it again anyways.
Okay, thanks.
Let's see. There we go.
The links to all the reading are broken. And the numbers are wrong.
Yeah, the numbers are wrong. But I was able to access it going to the materials. Course text.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I go through there all the time.
Yeah, because they never work the other way.
They'll either take you to my math lab where you do your homework, or they'll take you to the reading that's not the one you're supposed to read.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it tells us to go to my math lab and read the reading, but I can't find the reading anywhere in my math lab. I've tried. I'm like, I wonder if you can get it in my math lab.
Yeah.
I don't see it anywhere.
I think we lost Sam. I just sent her a message. She was on here before, wasn't she?
I can't remember. It was so brief.
I thought she was.
On the first one?
Yeah.
I don't think she was.
Well, I just
It was
texted.
just the three of us.
Yeah, so the B activity, I don't think we need to do together since it's just a reading. Not actual.
How fun.
Not sure I totally understand it, but that's my info.
Do you kind of want to discuss another time that we can meet?
What
You mean like for next week or?
Yeah, for next week.
I think it would be good if we just check and make sure that if we're going to meet on Wednesdays at 10, that's not something that's going to need to be finagled every week. Because it seems like every week there's someone who can't come or someone who has a problem.
Well, Wednesday mornings works the best for me, but I mean, if I have to change it around, it's fine. I just can't do Fridays very easily.
I've got a very wide open schedule.
Yeah. I mean, mornings are the best for me because that's when my kids are either sleeping or not here. So if you push it into the later afternoon, then all my family's here and it's really loud. She said she could find the link. I told her to go to Google Hangouts. She should be able to click on the link.
Yeah, I put it in the last Hangout we had.
Yeah. I told her.
I had no idea it was on here. I was like waiting for the email. So sorry.
You're fine. I was like, she must not got the link because I know she said she was ready.
Yeah, I was like totally ready. Oh my gosh, it's like been 20 minutes. I am so sorry. I've been sitting here literally just like, is it happening?
Oh, you're fine.
It took me a while to set it up because I did it wrong
totally
the first time.
Selena, do you have work today again? Like in like an hour?
I have work at like 11:30.
Oh, okay.
11.
Okay. Ah, okay.
Yeah, because typically I have class right now at like 10:15 till 11:15.
Okay.
Are you in Idaho?
Yes.
Where are you from again? I forgot.
North Carolina.
Oh, okay, cool.
You. I'm from North Carolina. I live in North Carolina.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. What part of North Carolina?
So I live in Camden County, which is about 45 minutes from the beach and about 45 minutes from the Virginia border on the East Coast.
That's cool.
Where are you from in North Carolina?
Charlotte.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's like 5 hours, I think, from us.
How'd the test go for everybody other than Selena? Because we all know she killed it.
Right.
It doesn't mean anything. I don't think I killed it.
I forgot. I forgot when you take the derivative of a constant raised to a variable that you're supposed to multiply times ln of the constant.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, I just did that thing where I blinked. Even though I definitely know how to do it.
That's how I do every time I do the word problems. Just saying.
Literally. Okay, so, cool. There's 2 activities again. Awesome. Okay.
But the second one is just reading, so we don't have to do that one.
Oh, activity B is just reading?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And a video.
Yeah, and a video.
Easy then. All right. Have you noticed for like the prep and stuff, there's really nothing really to prep you?
No. Yeah, I've noticed that.
And then you get quizzed, but you should actually just go to the next day, do the reading for that day, and then do the prep?
Yeah. If they even have the information in the reading. Sometimes the reading, in my opinion, has nothing to do with what we're doing.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 problems?
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. That is fantastic.
All right.
I followed the answer key to see if I could figure it out.
Have you all done this already? You guys have all done it?
No. I haven't even looked at it.
No, I thought you, because you know Jamie always does it like ahead of time, like 3 days in advance and stuff.
I did it this morning. And that's because I'm slow, so I have to do it ahead of time so that I don't hang everybody up.
Whatever. Oh my gosh, wait, this is just like literally no work at all. It's just the answer keys, straight answer.
Because I think that all you have to do is like you move it to the, you know.
That was so easy. What the heck?
Wait a second. Oh, I always do that. I always forget the
Guys,
negative.
there are so many rules. There are so many rules that apply sometimes and not other times. And
yes. And somebody explain to me why we put the negative 1/2 in the front. I probably should know this.
It's because of the derivative of the inside function.
Okay, so that's
-2, but because we're taking the integral, we divide by the.
That's why they circled the dx, put a -2, and then. Okay, I got it now.
Good news, guys! I have a puppy coming to live with me for a minimum of a month.
Oh, puppy!
Very excited. Okay.
Little puppy or?
Today, I have a puppy, so she's actually 3 years old, but she's this big anyways. So she's still a puppy. I think.
Are you in Idaho?
No, I'm in Texas. I go to Provo, actually. I'm just taking this online because I've heard calculus at Provo is like a suicide wish. So, like, I decided I didn't want to die.
Are you dying still?
I mean, it's like a lot. I feel like it's very time consuming because sometimes I just don't get it. So I have to like go through the help me solve this. And sometimes even then I still don't get it. So it just takes a lot of time.
Yes, I'm the same way with this.
Like I'll get to some point.
With math.
Sometimes. Just annoying how long it takes.
Look, I got this book. Oh, that's not the right book. It's a little bit helpful.
Wait, hold on. I gotta go to you. What? Oh, Calculus for Dummies. Is it helpful?
Yeah, it's pretty helpful. And they have a workbook you can solve extra problems and stuff.
Well, thank you on the extra problems.
That's a little bit more explanation than what we're getting.
Oh, okay. I feel like Khan Academy is pretty helpful, except for I'm way too lazy to like go.
Yes, I agree. Khan Academy is really good. He's really good at explaining things too.
Yeah. Okay.
Where's the? I don't understand number 5. Why? Because there's nothing on there about the. Oh, I see the X's in front. I didn't see that. Never mind.
Okay, wait. So the whole like for number one, because I'm still on number one. It's because it's the derivative of the inside is -2, right? And then in order to get dx by itself, you divide by 2.
Yeah, the integral.
The way I did it was I thought if I was taking the integral of the conch, or how do we say that, the hyperbolic cosine of 1 minus 2x, then I would have to multiply by the derivative of the inner function. So to reverse it, I would divide.
Yeah. And then number 2 is similar, except because it's in the denominator, it's not a half, it's just a 2.
You get it to cancel, right?
Yeah.
I still get why you have to have it cancel. Like, why must there be canceling? But makes that sense.
No, why is that one not negative? I don't always get this.
Which number are you on?
The last one, because I thought that the derivative of the hyperbolic cosecant was negative.
It is, but
is it because of the
x is
multiply
negative
times the x squared? It's a negative exponent?
Yeah, it's -1.
Oh, because you add 1.
Yeah, so then it cancels out the negative and makes it positive.
Okay, now I understand.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of a group meeting real quick. Could I call you back in like 30 minutes? Okay, cool. All right. Okay.
Selena, do you already have the answers?
I'm still working on some of them.
Oh, okay. You probably understand this more than all of us.
I am not the best at calculus.
I know you're better than I am.
Hey, wait, I have one question about number 2. There's 2 like square root of x's. So like, what is the step-by-step? Like, how do you start this one?
So for me, I probably would try to. Honestly, I just looked at the answer sheet, but
like no, and it still doesn't like make 100% sense. Like, where does the bottom square root of x go?
Yeah, because you're, I don't know. Just
yeah.
I was gonna answer it.
I would make the bottom square root x, and I would move it to the top, put it -1/2, and then solve it that way.
Oh, okay. Let me try that.
I don't know if that helped, but.
So is that why the integral is 2? Because it was a -1/2?
And when you divide by a -1/2, you get -2.
But don't you need to get like the okay? You need to get like the derivative of the x that's attached to the cosine h.
Yes, I think you do, but that's how the x cancels out, but you get left with a -2.
That's how the x cancels out.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. That was very helpful, actually, because I was a little confused too. I had to look at the answer key.
I think, like, I don't know, doing math, like, is easier versus taking it on a test. It's hard.
I agree, because once I get to the test, I'm like...
Yeah, I know, like, I get it all on my homework and stuff, but then it's like, when I get to the test, it's like, what the heck is all of this?
Such torture waiting for your grades to post. You're like, how did I do? How did I do?
I know. I hate that fact that we have to. It's delayed since it's all handwritten. I loved my test scores when I took it on the computer. Because I'm like, yay, I did it, or
okay. Okay. Why am I blanking on how to do like this of all the things? I'm at this point. I just need a little push. A little push. I'm doing that.
Let me see.
I'm right here.
Here, let me click on your thing.
Number. Oh, you're on number 2 still?
Yes, I'm on number 2 still. I just need a little.
Number 2 still. Okay, so when you. Okay.
Sorry.
Let me reason my brain.
I just like don't know what to do next for some reason.
So if you were going to take the derivative of the sine of the square root of x, it would be cosine. I'm going to say sine and cosine, but I mean hyperbolic. I just feel weird saying cosine.
I think it's cosh.
Wait, I have a question. Are they all like attached in this? Is it like cosine h x to the negative x to the 1/2 times x to the negative 1/2? Are they all attached, or is it these like separate terms?
I'm not sure.
Well, so like cosh. It would be like having cosh x, but cosh x is cosh square root of x. So that's 1, right? And then it would be is it times x to the negative 1/2? Is that how that is?
Yeah. There's no like u substituting going on or anything?
No. Not yet. I'm sure that
I do that, but if it helps me to visualize what's happening.
I do in some of them. I know that we didn't do u substitution in some of them, but on the test I did, just so I could, because like some of the inside outside for the chain rule, so I didn't get so confused. I used u even though we only used it for the integrals, and it worked out. She didn't count it off in the first exam, so.
I'm just forgetting, like, when you have two terms in an integral that are being multiplied together, like, how do you solve that?
So then...
Do they end up all multiplied together at the, like...
So the x is canceled out, right? So then you ended up with 2 times sine, whatever. How do you say that one?
Which one?
I would just say sine.
Hyperbolic sine.
I think it's sinh.
Sinh.
I remember thinking that was stupid because there's no C.
Yeah, that is dumb.
Okay, I think I figured out how to explain.
Can I just, like, see someone's work on it? So, like, if I could see it worked out, it would...
Yeah, let me
see. I'm still kind of writing it out because I didn't do it at first. Am I in the right part of the page?
Yes.
So when I did u here, I meant the inside of the original function, not the u on the thing on the bottom.
Uh-huh.
And so then when I got du, I would write it out. Let me write it out. It would be...
Hold on.
Cosh of u. Then when you solve for dx, it would be x equals 2. Now my brain is like going, wait, what are you doing?
Like, I don't know why I don't remember how to do this.
So this is...
It's Christmas Day for me. No.
1/2 squared of x. Even though I could substitute the square root of x on the bottom, it doesn't help me to visualize it if I do it that way, so I'm not going to. I can't really see my camera.
Yep, you're good. You're good if you hold it up right there.
So when you substitute it in, then you can cancel the x's because you get u and then the du and then you make it look like that.
So du is -1/2 x to the -1/2, right?
Why is mine on my camera when I clicked on myself so I could see it and it looks mirror image?
It's not.
That's weird.
Hold on a sec.
to me, my writing is backwards.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like,
gosh, you're good.
Really hard to follow what I was doing.
Why do you have U as? Oh, did you erase the square root of x or the square root thing? Okay.
Yeah. So I might have erased it because I was doing a lot of changing. But then you have to solve for dx to get 2 square root of x du. Then you put that in for dx, and then you can cancel the square root of x, and you get left with the 2.
Oh my gosh, Kate. Okay. Because I was like fussing basically for the square root of x that's attached to cosine h.
Wait, so it should be positive 2, right? Not negative?
No, it's negative. It's negative on the answer sheet.
Oh, oops. I messed up.
Wait, no, it isn't negative on the answer sheet. Now let me figure out why I did that.
So I think the du should be 1/2 x.
I think you're right. I think it's because the first time I did the u, I was thinking of the one on the bottom. It's not negative.
All right. So that's where they got the positive, because I think it's positive 1/2.
Yes.
Because isn't it? Because like for this, oh no, okay, it's negative 2. Because yeah, you're right. Okay, 2.
Wait, show me one more time, Lori. Sorry.
Okay, I just finished taking out all the unnecessary negatives.
So what about the bottom? Like, because isn't it like the bottom is x to the negative 1/2? Where did that come into account?
You mean this?
Yeah.
She just transferred it back into a square root.
I took this square root of x, put it in my u, and then found the derivative, solved for dx, substitute it in, and now you can cross out.
Oh, I see.
They cancel. Because x square root of x divided by square root of x is 1.
Yes, I got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's like, go away. We don't want you here.
You guys are awesome.
Okay, that makes sense. I thought you were taking the derivative of the bottom one.
No, because once you do that, how do you cancel it out? It's
exactly.
Like,
that's what I was
in there.
So for the third one, you only have to, and I'm confused on exactly why we only turned the sinh into cosh and left the other by as.
It's because, see,
hold on, let me grab you. Okay, go ahead.
So this, I was gonna write a u, but I didn't.
No, the one just above it, the cosh squared. Yeah.
So, wait a second. It's hard to follow what I'm doing when it's backwards.
Yeah.
It's because u is the cosh, and
right.
Then you have u squared du.
Okay.
And then, well, because it's the derivative. It's basically the derivative of the inside function.
Okay.
Because it's cosh squared. So when you're doing, like when you take the derivative of cosh cubed, you have to multiply by the derivative of cosh x minus 1.
Gotcha. Yeah. So then sinh turn the derivative of sinh is cosh. So that's
this one cancels out.
Oh.
It cancels out because when you, like, I didn't finish all the steps.
Okay, I'm sorry. So it's the integral. That's why you turned the h into the 3. I mean, the cosh squared into the 3 over 3.
Yes.
Okay, I understand.
Have you guys ever tried trimming dog ears by yourself?
No.
I have never trimmed a dog, so.
My mom did.
I'm just horrible at it. And have to do it.
One of my dogs is short-haired, so
Oh, nice.
I haven't had a dog since I was a kid.
you can have mine.
The one that's like so old.
Yeah, yeah. Deaf and blind.
My daughter wanted a dog so bad, but her dad wouldn't let her have a dog because he thought they were dangerous, liable to bite you.
Oh no.
And then, it's just very short, brief months after we moved out, his roommate just went and got a dog without asking. So now he has a dog.
Annoying.
I was like, I can't believe you have a dog. He's not happy about it either. Of course, then he adopted the roommate, so now it's his daughter's dog.
Question. So they circle it. Does that mean what they're circling is DU?
That's an
That's what
excellent
cancels
question.
out, right?
I think that's what they're implying, is that it's DU.
Okay, that makes sense to me.
So my mail person came by my house, dropped a package off, went all the way around the neighborhood, and then came back to my mailbox. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, I don't know why she couldn't drop it in the mail when she was in my driveway.
Maybe she was doing all the packages first, and then she went and started the route.
Maybe. It was just weird.
Okay, one more question for number 3. U, I'm assuming, is cosine h squared x minus 1. So I made that U, but then you have to do like the derivative or the power rule, which is like multiplying it by 2. So it's 2 sine h x.
Leave the square off. U
What?
is just the inside function.
Oh my gosh. Right.
So then when you rewrite it, you have U squared.
Right.
Got it.
X minus 1, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you.
Okay, this makes sense. Oh my gosh. Yes, thank you.
So I watched some of the videos for the prep assignment today, and seriously, she was showing us stuff that we aren't going to do. It was just, this is, so for your information, this is why we do it, but we're not going to have to do it in this class.
I'm like, then why are you making me watch it?
Awesome.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't really care why you would use it, because I'm never going to do anything with power lines or like.
This is going to be my last math class for the rest of my life.
Thanks. No, it literally is my last one ever.
Yeah, me too.
And never
wouldn't have to take it.
Selena, a lot of yours is math, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my last math class too. I'm done after this.
I can't believe you didn't have to take it, but you did.
Well,
yeah, I feel a little crazy too.
Yeah. Just in case I want to go to grad school. So if I can just swing a good grade out of this class, I'll be happy.
I'll only be happy with an A. I already had a B. A is the only way to get better than B.
Well, I've never taken any of these courses before, so.
BYU starts giving you the mentality of, I just got that.
Okay, because I want this.
Yeah, because tomorrow is limits, by the way, guys.
Oh gosh.
How fun.
Yay.
I'm wondering how things are going to change when we start doing the whys instead of the hows.
I know. Well, I guess I'm not sure if it's a good thing that we're reviewing. Because that means I'm going to have to remember it again.
Oh, wait, like the final and stuff. Oh, gosh.
I know.
Number 4. I don't know how to do it. I just don't know how to do it.
I was just writing out the work for it. I'm almost ready to explain it. So I was really confused until I started to write it out. I had a feeling that it was going to be a problem, so I'm like, I better do this one with the way and figure out how to be useful. Okay. I'm going to click on my own video so that I can see what I'm pointing at. So,
okay.
U equal to sinh x.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant number 5 then. I totally get number 4.
Okay.
Wait, let me write that stuff down though.
I'm like, I'll be right back. Oh, you want to write what I did now?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Oh, I have to look at that one.
I totally miscounted.
Well, you know that
does that say
the integral of cotangent is cosecant
squared?
squared.
Yeah.
And
So
it's negative because this
where
one is positive.
dx. It says du what underneath?
Right here?
Yeah.
Du with the hyperbolic cosine of x.
Coach.
Then when you put it in there for dx, you can cancel out the coches, and then you have 1 over u du, which makes it ln of u plus c. And u is the sinh of x, so it's ln of sinh of x plus c.
Right. And it's absolute value because that's the way it goes?
Because ln cannot be negative.
Oh, right.
Or 0, really.
Right.
Well, I don't think you can. Let me see what my calculator says.
I think you're right.
It's a domain issue.
Yeah. I think
you can't take ln of 0 or of a negative. It has to be 1 or more, or more than 0. Basically.
Sine of x sinh of x has to be absolute value.
Yep. Anytime you take the natural log or a regular log, I think too. Okay. Yeah, you can't take a log or a natural log of 0 or less. So did you understand what I said about number 5?
Sorry, did you say something about number 5?
Yeah, you were saying you were confused by it?
Yes.
It was one of the things we learned in the reading a day or two ago.
Yeah, the hyperbolic integral, derivative and integral. So the derivative of the cosecant hyperbolic, right? That's right, right?
But I'm
the right one.
X dx part, like
it's because when you multiply by the inner function derivative, you cancel out the all the leftover bits, like the x at the front, and
wait,
you need to divide by
multiply by what?
So when you take the integral of this, you have to divide by the derivative of the inner function. The derivative of the inner function is 2x. So when you divide by that, the x cancels out, and I think the 2 cancels out too because it's I don't remember why it cancels out.
Yeah, so I'm like,
Oh, it's because you're multiplying. You're doing the no. That's not right. Oh, why is that? Maybe it's because when you take the integral of something with a constant, like the integral of
it's 0. They have 0 here. It says dx turns into 0. And they put a negative in front of the integral sign.
Go back to that. Well, if it's Why do you say that it's 0? I don't see that in here. It just looks like they circled it.
Oh, I thought they put a 0. Let me look.
Be like a 1/2. Why is there? I thought there would be like a 1/2 over.
Okay.
Oh, where'd it go?
Equals. Oh, I know why. Silly. All I had to do is write it down. And I understand it. It's because it's 1/2 of x squared. You take the derivative of 1/2 of x squared and you do 1/2 times 2 of x. So then it's just 1x.
Oh, wait.
Because this isn't just an x squared, it's 1/2 x squared. X squared over 2. So
Yeah.
when you multiply it, find the derivative of this.
X.
It'd be 2x over 2. And you get to 2's cancel out.
So then you get the x over 2.
So the derivative is just x, which cancels this x.
So how does that cancel out the other x?
Because when you solve du for dx, dx is du over x. And so when you put that in for dx, then you have x.
Got it. Look at you, Marie.
She's the math pro.
There we go.
I really do like math. I'm a very logical.
I used to like math until I took calculus. I was good at it until I took this class. Now, not so much.
I like math when I am good at it or when I know how to do it.
Yeah. This is literally the hardest class I've ever taken in my whole life.
Whoa, really?
Yes. Even harder than economics, and economics is not easy, in my opinion.
What are all of you guys' majors?
Mine is software engineering.
Really?
Mine's business management.
Bio, in case you don't need.
That's cool.
What did you say yours was?
Mechanical engineering.
Oh, right.
Funny, because when the first time I looked at this page when we first started, I was like, what? I don't even know how to do that. I'm just going to write down the answer. And then you guys are like, why is it like that? And I was like, okay, I'll figure it out. I'm like, okay. It's because I knew that it was going to take a lot of writing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know I could figure this out. But I didn't want to do all the writing.
Okay, why is the last one not negative? Like, where did they get the negative?
Easy peasy, I just finished that one. Okay, so I meant that it'll be easy to explain it because I already understand it. U is x to the -1.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what's inside the inner function.
Right.
Du would be -x to the -2 dx.
Mm-hmm.
Dx du over -2 to the negative x to the -2. Then obviously that can move up because it's a negative exponent.
Mm-hmm.
So it's -x squared du. So then when you rewrite it, it's the cosecant, whatever you say that. Those two, cotangent, cosecant, hyperbolic, over x squared times -x squared du. So the next squareds cancel. And the integral of this, see that when you take the derivative of this hyperbolic cosecant, the answer is negative. So when you're taking it of the negative,
it would be
the negative just goes away because this.
Wait, I need to write all of this down. 1 sec. Hold it. Oh, all that flipping. Interesting. Okay.
So this would be like if it was negative sine of x, then the cosine would be positive.
Mm-hmm.
So those guys cancel, just a negative du there. That's why the negative goes on the outside, and then the integral is -2. Okay. Got it. Wow, I would have not been able to figure that out. I just wouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird when you watch yourself on a screen and your eyes move around while you're looking at stuff.
Well, it's like a little slower than what you actually are, so it does look weird.
I have programming classes because I'm doing software engineering. And last semester, I was I was computer information technology, but I switched it. So last semester, I was taking I took CIT classes, and this semester, I'm taking CS classes. But there was a guy in one of my classes last semester who was struggling, and he had to retake the class. I think he failed it. And he still emails me for help.
Yeah.
I don't really mind helping him.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get a little bit frustrated when he makes the same mistake that he made every time.
Yeah. I had that same problem with a group member. I mean, he was really nice, but I think I lived on the phone with him. And then when I needed to understand, I didn't have any help because he had no idea what he was doing. And the class wasn't even that hard. It was just spreadsheet analysis. So, but when I get tied up on like something, I'd had to go call somebody else because he couldn't help me.
Luckily, he's repeating the same class. So I have all the assignments that I finished. So when I look at what he did and I'm like, wait, that's not right. I could go look at mine and be like, okay, now I know how to sell him to fix
right.
it.
Okay.
He's definitely doing better this semester than last semester. Last semester, he was
not doing well.
He was in the weeds, out in the. Now he's just a little bit.
Maybe he knows
unorganized. It's mostly disorganization. Like he's not being consistent with his programs.
Gotcha.
It's like if you were going through a problem, and halfway through you decided to switch variables. Like I don't like X's. I think I'll use Z or G. But it's like, but in a computer, the computer can't make that leap. You can't say, oh, you just swap the X's, now they're G's.
But they're the same thing. No.
The computer's like, what is that? That has no meaning to me.
My 12-year-old is learning how to program. She's having a lot of fun with it. She wants to go into robotics, I think.
That's cool.
Yeah. Don't know what she's going to do with it, but that's what she wants to do.
There's lots you can do with that.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll design the next rover that drives around on Mars.
Well, so from the time she was little, she always was like, I want to be a scientist. I'm like, well, what kind of scientist? That's like a broad definition of something.
That's true.
She doesn't want to be like a researcher or anything like that because, well, she doesn't like blood or any kind of bodily fluids whatsoever. So she doesn't want to do any of that. And she liked rocks for a while, but I was like, okay, if that's what you want to do. But now she's switched and she's actually really getting it now that she's older and has found her interests. She's been enjoying the programming and robotics and building things. and making it do stuff. So we bought her a bunch of
I've
kits.
always said I would make a terrible scientist. Because scientists, what they do is they figure out why.
Yeah.
And I don't care why.
I'm
just like, okay, that's how it works. I'll use it.
Now she's a why. She needs to know why. She's what they call AIG. So her brain doesn't work like everyone else's. So like even when she counts cards, she counts them different than most people when they're dealing cards to people. But she gets them right every time. I'm like, how did you just do that?
I count up. Like if I'm playing Uno with 5 people, I'll count from 1 to 35.
Yeah.
I don't count 1.
Well, she doesn't do it like she will be in a circle and she'll pass one to this person and the next person's kitty corner or whatever. It's weird. I'm like, why are you doing
wouldn't fly at my house. I'm like, you're changing the output of the game by changing the order you're dealing with.
I know, it's just weird, but she does it in the same order every time, so like, the person on the right side of her and then the next time it's the same exact order, but it's not in a circle, but somehow she knows what she's doing. I'm like, okay. And that's why my brain doesn't work like yours.
My son, when he plays cards, we play Shanghai Rummy. He doesn't sort his cards. They're just all discombobulated in there. And he's like, I'm like, I don't know how. My mom's like, he must be a genius if he can play cards. Keep track of where his runs are and where his sets are without even putting them together. He doesn't sort his Uno cards. I accidentally got a glimpse of his cards when we were playing Uno on Monday, and they were just all rainbow.
Yeah, that's funny.
I think it's because he's lazy.
Yeah, that's how Addie
is. To reorganize your cards.
He's lazy too. She could actually do better in school if she'd stop being lazy.
My kids could do better. I know they could.
Yeah. All right. What else do we need to do? I think that
was everything. Kind of why we got off track because we were done.
Yeah. Because the other thing is reading and then derivative rules.
I don't know about you, but I started doing shortcuts on my derivative rule checkups. I don't feel like writing out the words every time anymore. I'm like,
yeah.
I know what the rule is. I'm just going to write
what they are. Yeah. I have to write them out because my memory is shot. And so I have to keep writing them out. So I'm hoping that with repetition, I might remember them.
Yeah.
On a test.
That's a very good memory.
I used to, not so much anymore. School is helping though. When I wasn't in school, it had gotten really bad. But actually working my brain more, my memory got better. Does anybody else have any other questions?
I think I'm good.
I'm good.
Actually, oh my god, I might because I write down my questions as I go.
When I get confused, when I don't know how to do something, I just start writing down what I do know about it. And usually when I'm doing that, I figure it out.
Sometimes that works for me. So with the word problems on the tests and stuff, I just write down, just keep on writing stuff and formulas, and I hope that at some point I've done it right.
Oh, the whole difference between general power and inverse sine, and then log and inverse tangent, they didn't really ask us to do very much of that, just to be able to identify it. I figured out how to identify it, but I definitely wouldn't know how to solve it. So because we haven't done any general power stuff.
That's just like a U substitution. U substitute was in the middle of the inner function with a U.
Okay.
And solve it.
Let me have that. Okay.
It's like on the test, they told us to explain tabular integration.
Right.
And I was like,
I didn't know that word.
Yeah, I didn't know that word either. I was about to say, I have no idea what that is. I'm assuming that's something you were supposed to learn on Thursday or Friday because I've never heard of it and it's Thursday morning. And then I was like, you know what? That one kind of integration where you kind of go in two lines.
Yeah.
Called tabular integration. So I just decided to pretend that that's what it was and explain that. And then after I turned in my test and I left, I looked it up on my phone and I was like, I was right.
I did this.
So, like the sine and cosine keep repeating itself.
Yeah, where we did the little chart.
Oh, okay,
Plus
yeah.
and minus, and then you go back and forth until you get to 0 or whatever.
Okay. One more. It's number 8 on day 2. This is yesterday, I guess. It was the homework due yesterday. It was number 8 on it. I don't know why. It was so hard on number 8, just of all of them. I got everything else.
I'm going to pull out my homework real quick. I think I had to redo that one several times. Number 8 on the hyperbolic derivatives?
Yeah.
Actually, that one.
Yesterday. It was due yesterday, my bad.
So it's the day, it's day
so
2.
It was day 2. I was like, day 3 was easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the question? So that because I didn't number mine.
Number 8. Negative 6x, or the integral of negative 6x plus 3 over x squared minus 20x plus 101. You have to complete the square, and then
you said, yeah.
Actually, I think I managed to figure it out. Just kidding. I put a question mark, but I ended up like redoing the problem, and I think I got it. The whole I guess u over u squared plus 1, and then it's like the whole where it turns into like ln. Like
Yeah.
that's like what I got stuck on. Like how it goes from like u over u squared plus 1 into like half of that, like ln, because it's like right now I have negative 6 integral u over u squared plus 1 du, and then like it turns into negative 3 ln u squared plus 1. Like I just don't get how that happened. So I'll show you. So that little question mark is how it goes from like here to here. Like I just don't even know. Is that
Okay, so u equals x squared. Well, mine is different, but my problem is 2x plus 2 over x squared plus 2x plus 5.
Samantha, can you read the original problem again? Because I can't read that.
Sorry, it's negative 6x plus 3 over x squared minus 20x plus 101 integral of all of that.
Okay. So then is x minus 10 squared minus 101?
Yeah. Oh, plus 101. It's
I was
negative
like,
plus 101.
I'm feeling that that's not right. U equals 10 equals plus 10. Okay. Using my whiteboard.
Very good.
I actually have 3 whiteboards.
Are we basically done?
Yes.
Okay. I will see you guys next week.
Bye.
So
Bye.
do you want her to send the link to your BYU email, or do you want it through Gmail?
My Gmail's just fine.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Bye.
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 All right. Well, I have to go too. So good luck on the quiz today.
Thanks, you too.
Bye.
There. No, not you. Too. You. This is how far I've gotten so far.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly. How did you, wait, I need to understand how you got -3.
Okay, so it's the -6. Wait. Oh, it's because when I wrote this out, I had written a 2 instead of I had written 2 instead of u squared, and so when I did this line, I canceled. And then when I was like, wait, why is there a 2 there? But I didn't fix that part, so it is a -6.
Okay, and then that step, right after that step, is what I'm stuck on.
Okay, so the two different terms are different from each other. This one is the classic form for tangent.
Right.
Inverse tangent. So that one's just -57 tangent of -1 of u.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. And then this one, you don't do it that way. I use a different letter because you already have a u. So I'll do z equals u squared. So then dz equals 2u du. So then du equals dz over 2u. And then you plug that in. Like, I always drop the du, but put it over there. -6u over z plus 1 times dz over 2u. This u cancels. And then this would make that a -3.
Okay.
So then you would have -3, the integral of 1 over z plus 1 dz. And then that would be -3 ln of z plus 1. And then you would just know that z is 2u squared, and then u is x minus 10.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense. So you just do it a second time, basically, make a new variable.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. I think that was my biggest thing.
I'm glad I could help.
Well, thanks. See you next
Good luck. Bye.